Good morning to our dear lecturer, Pon Asnida and my dear friends. Today I'm going to explain how to demonstrate the Excel. Okay, the first question is construct the data set in Excel and show the scatter diagram of the data. What can you explain through the scatter diagram? Okay, the first step is open a new Excel workbook. Okay, the step 2 is enter age in column A and the corresponding medical expenses in the column B. The X in the column A and then the Y in the column B. Okay. The next step is highlight the entire data set and then go to the insert and then choose the scatter charts and then pick up scatter with a smooth line and marks. Okay, done. Okay, okay. The answer from the scatter plot, I observed that age is increased the amount spent on the medical expenses generally increased, well, especially after the age 60. The pattern shows a positive relationship between age and medical expenses. Okay, let's move to the question B. Display the trend line to the visual the relationship between age and amount spent on the medical expenses. Okay, click on the data point in the scatter plot. So click and then you have to choose the add trade line. After that, it will show the format trade line. You have to there are a lot of options in trade line. You have to pick the linear and then go down and then pick the display equation on the chart and display R squared value on the chart. Okay, the question C. We done the question B. Let's move the question C. Question C is try to identify the dependent and independent variable. The answer is that independent variable is the age, since it is not influenced by another factors in the content. In a dependent variable is the medical expenses because it depends on the age. Okay, let's move to the question D. Display the equation with the least squares regression. Okay, there are got two methods. The first method is obtained via the equation from the scatter diagram. The equation shown in the trade line is in the form of y equals to mx plus c. From the scatter diagram, the equation is appropriately y equals to 16.891x minus with 355.32. Okay. Okay, let's move to the next method. Okay, this is the called manual calculation using the formula. Okay, the first step, enter the value of yx in the C1. Okay, the way we have to type is persamaan dengan Okay, the yx is meaning is y times with h times with amount spent on the medical expenses. So the way we have to do in Excel is we have to click in 15, and then you have to press the star in the laptop, and then you have to click again in the 100. So you can get the answers for the xy. The next step is in cell you want to get the easy way to get the full of answer without calculating everything. You just press over here, and then you have to pull the end to the entire until the from the 3 into 3 C14 you will get the answers. This is the easy way to get the answers. Okay. The step 2 is follow the step to calculate the value of x quadrature and y quadrature in the next two following columns. It is same like that, but for the xy we just times, but for x quadrature you need to see the age for the x. So 50 equals to 15, and then you have to type this and then 2. Then you get for the quadrature answers. So the same way that we do for the xy. So click over here and then pull until C14. So you'll get the answer easily. Okay, the same method for the y, but you have to use the amount spent on the medical expenses. Equals to 100, and then the symbol after that 2. See, you get the answer so easily. So pull until E14. So you get the answers easily. You don't need to waste your time by calculating one by one. Like for x means you have to take your calculator and then times 15 times with 100, 20 times with 135. You don't need to waste your time. So for this, okay, we done this part. After that, you guys want to you have to find the sum for everything. It is also easy to find. So the first thing is you have to press the equation, and then you have to type sum. Then the sum, and then you have to highlight the A2 until A14. You will get the sum answer. See, it is so easy to get. Okay, after that, you want to get the easy way, just pull and A column until E column, you get the answer. See, it is the very easy way to use this. Okay, let's move to the step 4. The step 4 is the equation of the least square regression y equals to mx plus with c. So calculate the value of m and c using formula below. Okay. Equation of the least square regression is y equals to mx plus c. Okay. For the m, so we the overall. Okay, the overall column is the data is 13. So okay, let's move to the step 4. The step 4 is the equation of the least square recognition y equals to mx plus c. So calculate the value of M and C using this formula below. So now we are going to use this formula to find the M. So the D is the equation of the least square of regression y equals to mx plus c. So the data for the n is they got 13 data. So the n will be the n memang is bilangan. So the bilangan is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So we got 13. So the n will be the 13. And next is the sum of xy. The sum of xy is we have to pick from the here. So it will be the x sum. The x sum is 316220. So the 13 times with 316220 minus with the sum x and sum y. The sum x and sum y. So minus with 597 times with 5465. After that, you have to divide with the n. N is the 13. So 13 sum x kuasa 2. So x kuasa 2 of sum is 312979. After that, you have to minus with x sum of x equals bracket kuasa 2. So you need to take x 597 kuasa 2. So you will get this answer. So 16891. So after that, for the C, you need to see y minus equals to mx. So the x is representing is, you have to see the x column. So the x is age, right? So 597 times with 13. 597 times with 13. So the 5 times is bahagi dengan 13. So you get this answer. After that, for the y, you need to 465 divide with 13. So you will get this answer. So for the you have to calculate like y. You get the y answer is 420.385 minus with m. The m above you got right, 16.891 times with x, time with the x. So you get the 451,923. So by using this formula, you will get this answer. You get the C answer. So finally, you get the y equals to m 16891, the x, and then plus with 355.32. Now you've done the D. Let's move to the E question. Okay. For the E, elaborate the relationship of age and the medical expenses by using the person's product movement recognition coefficient. Okay, there got the three methods. The first, I'm going to explain the first method using the correlation function to the Excel. The first step is you have to type the equals to correlation, and then you have to highlight the blue color one. You have to highlight the X, comma, and then you have to highlight the amount spent of the medical expenses. You can see the red color, right? So you have to you have to highlight the everything of y. So you will get this answer. I think so you get it. I think so you will get it the answers. So the second method is obtain the via equation from the scatter diagram. The scatter diagram shows from the scatter the equation shown from the scatter diagram in. You can see the scatter diagram. It shows 0.5737 R punca causa 2. So the person correlation coefficient R is the square or root of R. So R causa 2 equals to 0.7737. So R equals to, you will get the answer. You have to type persamaan dengan square equals to, you have to take from this and then you can type you have to type square root. After that you have to take from the zeros 0.5737. You have to take from this. You have to click yes, then you will get the same answer. Okay. Or you can use this method also, manual calculation using formula. Instruction, calculate the value of the correlation coefficient using the formula. Okay, this is the last step. So this is the formula for find the R as XY bahagi dengan punca kuasa 2 as sum of squared division and then as XY. Okay. For the first XY, you need to see the you just follow the formula. It will be the easy for you to answer the question. Sum of XY. The sum of XY is 316,220 minus with X sum of X. So 597, it will be in the red color, and then times with Y. So 5965. So and then divided with N. So you will get this answer. After that, for the sum of square division, you have to find the sum of square division. You need to do the sum of X kuasa 2. Sum of X kuasa 2, you have to pick 31279 minus with sum X2. Sum X2, you cannot pick the kuasa 2. You cannot, if you get kuasa 2 out of the bracket, you need to use X. If the inside the bracket, you have to use this sum. So, like, can you see it's out of the bracket? So, X kuasa 2 means 597 bracket. After that, you have to put the kuasa 2. After that, bahagi dengan bilangan itu 13. You get this answer. After that, for X y is persamaan dengan the same like how we do for the sum of square division. But you have to change, but that one is we use X, but now we are going to use Y. So Y means Y punca kuasa 2. See, you can see it's inside or outside the bracket. No bracket means you have to use the Y kuasa 2. So 4218675. After that, minus with you can see that it is outside the bracket. So you have to use the Y sum So the y sum is 5465 time then use kuasa 2 and then bahagi dengan n. So you will get this answer. So for R, you have to SXY. So SXY is 6265250.3846 bahagi dengan you have to put the punca kuasa 2. Selepas itu kena buat 3862.9231 and then I have to put a bracket times with 121921273.0769. So you will get this answer. See, the three method also we get the same answer. So you can use any of this method to get the correlation coefficient. Okay, the last but not the least, the answer is the result obtained is optimically approximately R equals R bersama dengan 0.7, which indicate a strong positive correlation between age and medical expenses. So you use any of these methods, you can get the same answer, or you can use by calculating in paper also, you will get the same answer. So let's move to the last question. The last question is F is measure the prediction of monthly medical expenses if one's life at 90 age. They are asking about the life at the 90 age. So we didn't got the 90 age. So we have to use the 90 age and X representing for 90. Okay. Using the Regonian equation to predicate the medical expenses. If your person lives up to 9 years old, substitute. You have to substitute 90 into the equation. Okay, you need to substitute. Substitute with 90 minus 355.32. This is the equation that we got from y sama dengan mx plus c. So y equals to 16891 x 5 minus 555.32. That we got it the answer from D. So we have to take for the F and then y equals to 16.891. Then we have to substitute 90 into the equation. So we have to substitute x, substitute with the 90. So 3.355.32, then you'll get this answer. So I think so you will understand what I'm teaching. So thank you.